Sturbridge, Mass. This has been a pretty thousand trails in here. There's actually a lake on over the other way over there. But you see the hood up on the truck. Yeah, the beat goes on. I am going after that water pump right there. It went out here about 2 weeks ago, but so when you lose your transportation, you lose your vehicle, you have to kind of find places that you can go with the coach, with the truck in tow, and I have been. That has worked out okay, but yeah, it is time to replace a water pump, unfortunately, but I will take you around to see Sturbridge Thousand Trails. I just need to get done with this, and there's supposed to be a storm, although it's real high clouds right now. I don't know if there's going to be a storm or not. But that's what the weather forecast calls for. All right, I got to get to work. What is going on, guys? I'm Dave. It's Happy Hour Live, and I might not be wearing pants. I'm just saying, welcome to the big show. It is humid beyond belief here. I am actually in Hershey, Pennsylvania, the chocolate capital of the United States. And it is, all the chocolate has got to be melting. That's all I can imagine. If it isn't melting, it's raining, and that's washing it away. So I guess that's good. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh. Let's say hi to everybody really quick. This is the Thousand Trails. I've got just a little bit of a lake. Little lake behind me, right from my site, and that video was actually from a few weeks ago. I was noticing as I was bringing that up to cue it that I had my torn fender in the background that we did since get fixed, but you know, I'm a little off from all of my videos because they do not have cell signal here on the East Coast. They're just used to not having it. I don't get it. It has been a challenge. If anything, it has been a due call for Starlink, and I know I have not pulled that off yet. So, but real quick, let me give first in the house here to Tom and Lori. God, it's good to see you guys again. And hopefully you guys are staying cool. Hopefully everybody is. Cosmic Mermaid and Starman is in the house. Good to see you here. We've got football coming up here pretty soon. Hopefully you'll be in for that. Looking forward to setting that all up. Not sure on the timing of everything. I have been a little busy. I've been a little recuperating, you might say, but I'll get to that in just a little bit here. I'll say hi to X Fired Up, Crackerbox Palace. Glad to have you in the house. And I saw Barbara Welker right there. Yeah, I am making that happen. I'm going to film as much as they'll let me, but I do plan on getting into the Hershey chocolate universe that is here apparently. Haven't looked into all of it, but if you wanted to do all of it, It's you know what, $77 to go do all the tours and the trolleys and things like that. So I'm gonna have to decide which ones I want to do and which ones I can do without. But I know one of them is to make your own chocolate bar. And since I've never done that before, I guess we have to add that on, and we'll see. So, chocolate flavored coffee. You know, that would have been a good idea. No, I have a Jamaican coffee tonight. No chocolate involved. And but you know what? I'll have to plan that one. I like that idea. Uh I am in on the fantasy football. Just need the draft dates. Okay, that is great. Yeah, I have not set draft dates yet. I don't remember what we did last year, but last year felt pretty good. I think everybody kind of liked waiting until right. I think it was a week before the game started to know who was going to be playing and get their team set up. So I'll be if you have any input on that, just let me know, and we'll see if a day works. If you like to participate in the draft, I'll see if a date works that everybody likes. So 98, 9,800 tomorrow, and it feels like I'm melting. Yeah, it is. It hasn't been 98, although it was the first day that I came in here. Guys, I have a tiny little spot right where I'm at, and I rolled in and it was 100 degrees, and you can see I'm literally, the road is right here. This is the road going by my site, and you can see the coach right there. They said we have a larger, more secluded site, but it only has 30 amps, and or we have this little tiny site that is right alongside the road, and but it has 50 amps. And at 100 degrees, I wanted both ACs running, so we went with the 50 amp. I figured that if people are walking by in the live, that's okay. So humidity like 210%. You couldn't jump into a swimming pool. I've got the lightest shirt on possible that I can, and it's I could barely get it on. It's sticking to me. I am not used. This West Coast kid is not used to this humidity. I'm telling you. So, sassy pants for you is in the house. No humidity. Yeah, that's a good thing. What we do have here, though, and we'll see if they come out, is we got our lightning bugs back again. We had them at my brother's, but I couldn't broadcast from my brother's. It was good to see them. I did not see them in Maine when Miss Bonnie was there, and I was actually hoping that Miss Bonnie would get to see the fireflies when we moved up there. Only about 70 miles north of where my brother was at in New Hampshire, and no fireflies up there the entire time that she was there, and a little disappointed with that. Last night we've got fireflies back again right here, so we may see them. We'll see if they should be popping out here pretty quick, so we'll see. But no, I take the, yeah, and I'll tell you what, I might as well. I'll wait until it's good and wet. It is. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being able to feel the air, like actually grab it and touch it. This is new. So, oh, we had a 7-day travel day. Well, 4 days from my brother's. I held off leaving my brother's. First, my brother asked me to stay, which I really loved that. He asked if I'd stay a couple more days. I had to change my travel rules. My 70-mile travel rules had to expand to 110 miles so that I can stay a few more days at my brother's. And there was also a storm. There was a storm rolling in, and oh my gosh. And I am glad that I did not travel on that day, because they get next level storms here, guys. I'm gonna see if I can just show. I was talking to somebody, WCRV Adventures up there in Alaska, and just the other day, and I ended up. Let me see if I can get it off my phone, get it up here on the live. I said there's a storm brewing and should be coming in. I can almost hear it. 10 minutes later, it was coming down like nobody's business. Let me. Oh, you know what? I can't. Darn it! I can't. Let's see if I can bring it up on my phone. Yeah, it was. I can't show the video because I can't transfer it over to my laptop for technical reasons. But if I can find that video, here we go. Maybe I can get it where you can see it. And just like that, it's here. This is pretty Western. I can hear it coming. I think you could see that. It is next level storms. They bring it to a different grade all the way around here on the East Coast. And I'll tell you what, when they say a storm's coming, they mean it. I did bring in the awning right after I filmed that, but I wanted to send that to WCRV Adventures, who was asking how everything was going. So yeah, you can see it. Miss Angela is right there. Life with Lenny. There you go. They're driving. Well, be careful. You know what? Driving. That, maybe that should be what we are talking about tonight. And I'm going to throw out the link if you want to come and join us. The rules that we make up for ourselves. And we kind of got into that a little bit on Dawn's live. And I thought, that'd be kind of a fun live to do, is just see if people want to bring up. You guys know I have my own rules for traveling. And of course, my biggest one is the no snowflake rule. But there you go, watching as much as we can in Denali, driving around. Well, obviously, you guys should hopefully Miss Angela is watching the phone and Lenny is driving, or vice versa, one or the other. One or the other. Oh, I don't know if that was the rules I was speaking of, but we all come up with these rules, and just like my 70-mile rule, there are times when we have to break that, and what are we talking about when we break it? My no snowflake rule, I did break once upon a time in at Area 51, and got caught by snow in the middle of the desert. So I'm going to throw the link out there and come join us. But well, that is the topic for conversation tonight. If you want to join us, come on, and we'll hear what you got. If you want to put out, what rules have you come up with that if you if you have developed rules of your own for traveling. So, there's Miss Pearl right there. Glad to see you here. Glad to have you here. So I think that my biggest rule is the no snowflake rule. I've got my 70-mile rule. Those are the most common ones. And if I am trying to make up time, or if I decide to stay someplace else, I can break that rule and have broken that rule. So I'm not sure too many people have my 70-mile rule, but yeah, glad to have you here. Hopefully Bob is not working on a video. So he's taking some time off from a video. Do not pass by a Buc-ee's. You know, I'm developing that one. I am getting with that one, Bill, because I'm believing that a little bit. The only thing I wish that they would do is allow overnight stays, because while I don't like truck stops, I think I'd probably like staying at the Buc-ee's. And I am a fan of Buc-ee's. So, yeah, definitely. The other one I see all the time, people coming in, we'll see if anybody comes in after dark tonight. How about you guys? If I'm running late getting to a park, and it's going to be after dark, I don't go into a park after dark. Generally, with a 70-mile travel day, I can usually get in without too much problem. RV with Bandit says, what is open mic night? Let me throw a link in the comments here. If you want to come on and join us, you can. And if you click this link, let me throw it right there. It will put you in the green room here. I'll introduce you and bring you on, and you can be part of the conversation. So there you go. RVing with Bandit. I like that name. And there's Don. Glad to have you. Are you gonna? Hopefully you come on. The topic tonight, Don, if you're coming to us late, is rules that we have come up for ourselves in traveling. What are some of the rules that you have, and discussing some of those, because there's probably a lot of people that watch and will watch and trying to decide, what rules are, keep us out of trouble, what rules make the to travel and the journey more enjoyable. And Bandit is my dog. I love it. I love it. And that is awesome. But yeah, if it is late and it is nighttime, I will not pull into a park after dark. You just cannot see the high branches and trees well enough. So we have helped Don break most of his former rules. Well, Pearl, you are a rebel. All right. So I'd love to hear some of your rules, and what are rules that you and Bob have come up with. Number one rule is to use the walkie-talkies and no fighting. That, you know what? That is a really good rule. That is actually a really good rule, because I don't see it as much as I used to, but yeah, that used to be a pretty stressful time, and maybe it was a weekend warrior thing or something, but people coming in stressed, and ooh boy, it is quite the scene to see them getting parked and set up. So get her done. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Miss Pearl is a road warrior. I'm here to tell you. So yeah, if you, I'm not sure that I could follow in those tracks. It would take me months to catch up. It would take me months to catch up. Oh, I was just sitting there thinking, one of my 70-mile travel rule. Oh, my phone is spinning. I'm sorry. You tell your phone to stop drinking, Dawn. No more drinking for Dawn's phone. I can vouch for that. Yeah. Yeah, you've been following Pearl, and if you've been following those guys up in Alaska, I think they have broken all the rules on this Alaska trip. I think all rules have gone out the window. So, but it is good to catch up with those guys every Thursday. In fact, I kind of miss it. I think one day Don said it was going to be the next day, and yeah, I kind of missed that. So look forward to seeing them when you guys are on. Lenny even washed Don's RV. I'd love to hear the story on that. I would love to hear the story on that. We haven't driven after dark. Yeah, no. I have a few more. I don't. I won't stay at truck stops overnight. We don't. We do longer travel days. Our rule is no more than 500 miles and stop before sunset. Well, yeah, that's a lot of miles. That is a lot of miles. I think Gary is the same way. Gary and Pearl has been known to put in a couple of 600-mile days since I've known them. So you guys are road warriors. I won't do that anymore. But stop before sunset, yeah, absolutely. While I can drive at night, and I don't normally have trouble driving night, I will do it if it's open highway and open going. But there's been only one or two times. I think the last time I was in Kansas, and we were trying to go to a Bass Pro Shop in Denver. And I thought, you know what? All we've got is highway to the Bass Pro Shop. And I think that night we went about 150, 200 miles during the night. So, but yeah, 500 miles is that's a pretty good travel day. Oh no, that's oh no. What? No, 1250 in a day. Only drive through Atlanta, Med. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't have, but I used to have. I probably need to come up with that one. Is try to avoid large cities, and I think of San Antonio. I think of Phoenix. During the day, those are parking lots. And while I don't travel at night, I will go all the way around to avoid them if at all possible. So, let me throw the link out here if anybody wants to join in. There we go. Sounds like you guys might be having trouble signing on. Sorry about that. If you are, I think I'm doing okay with my signal. I checked my speed test here, and it looks like I am doing okay. So I don't know why it's having trouble. Oh, there's Don. Hey, Don. Let's see if we can add you on there. Don, what are you doing?
I'm here at Denali National Park at the bus depot. We got tickets tomorrow afternoon. We want to make sure we don't miss them. They weren't cheap.
So you're taking so is this a bus tour that you're going on?
Yeah, Denali, the way I understand it is, and I think we're fixing to do the 15 miles. Only 15 miles you can drive inside Denali other than the highway through it. The rest of it, you got to take buses, and they're not cheap. I think 7 of us was over $1,000.
Oh my God!
Yeah, wow. I mean not a piece, but total.
Right,
so
total. Yeah,
whatever that works out to be.
Yeah, that works out to be a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't
Well,
know. I don't know if I can switch this camera around or not.
so
Let's see.
now you guys are at the bus station, or
This happens to be the depot, yes, to come to make sure we're getting it right.
okay. And what time do you have to be up tomorrow? Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
I think
What
our
time
ticket's around 4:30.
uh in the morning?
No, 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 no. It's about a 4 or 5 hour trip.
No kidding.
And I haven't looked to see when it's dark, but I doubt it's dark here at about midnight.
Wow.
So
That's
if at all, I mean, and the
that's
further north you go, the less likely it is to get dark.
oh nice.
But
Nice.
and I'm sorry I don't have something else to show you.
No, that's beautiful. I like it. I like it. So now
But
how long it takes 4 or 5 hours? How long are you there, or is it 4 or 5 hours for the whole tour?
for the whole tour,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think I just turned my phone off. I mean, my camera off.
Yeah,
All right.
something there. That's okay.
Can you see me now? Nope.
No, nope, not yet.
There we go.
There you go. Well, Don, what we were talking about tonight, we touched on it a little bit with yours, and I thought, I think that would be kind of fun, is just see what kind of rules everybody has kind of developed for themselves traveling. Now, you've been traveling for how many years now?
Well, let's see. 5 years and almost a month. So 5+ years.
All right. And during that time, we kind of develop rules to avoid headaches, hassles, and make the journey a little more enjoyable. What kind of rules have you? It sounds like by Angela and Pearl are both in agreement. They've got you to break all of your rules.
Well, yeah, as far as distance concerned, I prefer to. I took on, since we traveled together that few months back on, was that coming up on 3 years, I think? I took on the 70-mile to 100-mile day rule, no snowflake policy, but this is not a rule, it's more a pet peeve of mine. People who have open frame generators, even though they're 100 yards away from you, they have not, they either don't care or they just don't have the etiquette to
Or they don't
realize that you
yeah,
can hear that for a couple hundred yards, So, yeah, I have a problem with that,
yeah,
considering I
yeah,
rarely run a
yeah.
generator.
Yeah, I do the same thing. If I do need to run a generator at 10 o'clock at night, it gets shut off. And
Yeah.
I hear them out there. It's not very often though. I'm not sure how often you're still hearing them, but I think that message is kind of getting around. I don't see as many people doing it anymore.
Well, here when it don't get dark, you'll have people riding ATVs at midnight, um, stuff like that. So, or gunshots at midnight. But
Yeah,
that's just all part of it. They're having fun, so
yeah, yeah.
I don't really have too much of an issue with that for sure. It's just the generators, and
Yeah.
to be honest with you, they haven't been that. I haven't been bad on this trip. We've been lucky, but I
Yeah.
was just talking about in general. I wasn't talking about this trip itself.
Yeah, and I think we especially when you get in congested areas like Quartzsite, and where there's a lot of boondockers, a lot of people boondocking, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you're unlucky enough to get near somebody who's doing that, yeah, it can be a little maddening. I'm not gonna disagree with you, I should say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But that, as far as your rule theme, I guess that doesn't really qualify. Sorry about that. So I
No,
really
that's
don't have, I can't think of anything other than, I don't like to go, I like to fill up. If I'm moving the next day, I prefer to fill gas before I park. Yeah, I don't like to get a late start in case there's an issue, and I don't want to be called out late. I don't understand people coming in parks at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night unless there was an emergency. But some people, I think that's how they travel. Me
yeah,
personally,
I've
if
seen
I
it.
had my way, I would travel between 11 and 1 or 1:30. I personally like to travel the length of a 90-minute movie.
There you go. There you go. That sounds pretty similar to mine.
So
Now, what is your
that's just me.
average? I mean, and not in
Yep.
Alaska, obviously, because you guys are covering a lot of ground over a short period of time. So obviously, you're not able to stick to a 70-mile travel day. What is that normally what you do though? Is 70 to 100, or what? Do you have a set amount in
We
mind?
probably do. No, we do. No, normally it's usually varies between 100 and say 25 to 175, 90% of the time. Like today, it was 148 miles.
Right.
So
I got you.
did you hear that?
Yep, I got it. Now is that I know that you're doing more up there. Are you doing more up there in Alaska though?
Are we doing more? What do you mean?
Are you doing more miles? Hey,
I
I
don't
see
follow.
Lenny. How you
Sorry.
doing
What do you
there,
mean
Lenny?
you're doing more in Alaska? I'm getting followed by. Yeah, like
Oh
I
yeah,
said, we're probably averaging 125 to 175 miles. Sometimes we go 225, but to I don't know what would be the average. Maybe the average is 175 when we
right.
travel.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I see Lenny in the background. And Angela's here in the room. What ask Lenny if they got a minimum travel day. What rules has Lenny got that they go by when they're traveling? Hey Lenny.
What's your rules for traveling?
Listen to Angela.
He doesn't hit phone.
Do what I say.
I do what Angela says. My rule is to do whatever Angela says. Can I turn around? Are you looking at us?
I am. I'm filming y'all.
There you go. No, you guys are I'm kind of asking everybody
You know what? You know what his rule is?
what?
Well, let me tell you what their rule is. He just said there's no rules. The rule is they got to have a place to dump every 3 days and fill with water, and about every 4 days got to wash the RV and Jeep. That's their
Okay.
rules. I'm kidding. I'm playing.
That's pretty
Hey,
good.
we're out. What's wrong with that?
That's a joke. All right. I think I made everybody mad, so I got to.
So what he really said, Dave, is a clean ship is a happy ship.
Oh, I agree with you, Wayne.
One
Absolutely.
second.
And
One
we like
second.
things like showers.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right, here we are. I got the camera back on this way.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just giving him a hard time.
Well, Wayne, you guys,
Wayne has got the cleanest rig, and it's me.
Can I give you one of Don's rules?
No,
Come on.
we got to sign off.
No, Don's
We got to sign off.
something negative about every single place we go.
When I mentioned the realism, no one likes it.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, that's all right. You gotta
But
live at your own
I'm
speed.
fixing to get in the Jeep, so I'm gonna have to sign off because I get back in the Jeep and that's when it spins. Okay.
Well, no worries. Thanks for coming
All
on,
right.
Don. And good seeing you again. Tell everybody I said hi. You guys travel safe.
All right. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. Good seeing those guys. They're having fun up there. But I can't believe you guys have really got the you've got the schedule down. It looks like so. If you're noticing that spot right there on my head, I'll just give you the brief run by on this. On the drive down here from New Hampshire, one of my stops that I always make, I stop at the rest areas to to take out any geocaches that might be at the rest area. And I made a stop at a rest area. I went searching for that geocache, and I got into the woods, and I'm walking through the woods, and I got in a fight with a rock, and the rock won. And don't worry though, I was okay. I broke my fall with a log right across, so I've got a banged up nose. I don't know if you can see it right there. I got banged up pretty good, guys. I want to tell you, I walked out of those woods a bloody mess, and I am sure some were seeing me walk back into the rest area, just trying to get back to the coach, and not bleed all over everything. I'm not sure if they thought that I was fighting with a cougar or a wolf, or I don't even know what they must have thought. I could swear though that I heard a couple of door locks as I was coming in. It was not good. So I'm actually though yesterday I took the whole day off, and yeah, you know what, Tom? Did I find the geocache? I feel bad. I did not. Unfortunately, I gave up my search at this point for self-preservation, and I did not get the geocache. So unfortunately, I still had a little ways to go to get to it, and I had just looked like I had been in a bar fight. I'm not gonna lie. I did not look good coming out of those woods, and really needed to get to a first aid kit, and I had to let the geocache go. Did not do it, but you're not the only one that has asked me that. So yeah, next time I will go after that damn geocache. I'm telling you. I will say I wanted to bring it up while Don was there, and you know, when you're traveling, there are times when you will break your rules, and there are times when you have to break your rules, and self-preservation is one of those. When there's wildfires, and there's I-40 shut down due to wildfires in Albuquerque, we diverted north to Santa Fe. Yeah, I know that route, and I have been in that situation before, and you just need to get out of that area. And I am all for breaking the rules to avoid things like that. I've run into wildfires in California, in Oregon, in Washington, and all of those times, if I need to drive 150, 200 miles, I will, just to kind of get out of the path of the fires if they're affecting the highways and things like that. So the other one is windstorms. And like this last time, a regular storm at my brother's, I decided, I'm going to hold up for a couple more days. and extend my driving time going into the next days to get down here. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, they're just sometimes you got to break those rules. So yeah, Angela mentioned driving 1,250 miles. It would take me 17 days. No, actually, at 600 miles per month. So I'd probably take me a little more than 17 days. I'm going to be a couple months on the road. So, but it's a good guess if you're just going by the calculator. So absolutely. Yeah. What are the other some of the other ones? I know that I have got another one, and that is to not travel on Sundays. And guess what, guys? I don't know how it is. I did not plan this trip to here. I'm still working on do not travel on Sundays. And I scheduled leaving here next Sunday. Just because it's my live day. I need to be wherever it is that I've got signal and be able to set up and prepare and things. I don't know why I do that, but yeah, Bill says 21 hours for you, Bill, not for me. No, I could not do it. Oh, I like that. Fuel up at half a tank, and I just saw a Firefly right here. Oh my. Yeah, there we go. I must have hit a button when I moved the laptop there. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, no, I like that fuel up at half a tank. I was what I was trying to show you was fireflies. They are coming out. So if you see them around me or in the background, yeah, they're around. Let's see if I can't give you a little bit more of that right there. This one was right here. I thought it was going to fly right in front of the laptop here, but he didn't. So, yeah, I prefer to travel on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, less traffic. I'm the only reason I don't like to travel on Sunday is because it's live day, and I like to be wherever I'm going to be and be able to. Good. So Sunday I try to leave out. I don't mind traveling on Saturday. I don't mind traveling on Monday. But can you guys, I think you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you can. Well, I'm getting all kinds of warnings here. Oh, what are some of the other? Wow, that's a bright street lamp right there. I'll try to sit in front of that one. Yes, sound is on. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I've got. They're just kind of built in anymore after 8 years on the road. I don't even think about them anymore. I know one of my big ones is doing my walk around before I move even an inch from any place where the coach has been parked. So whether it's at an RV park or a Walmart for 2 hours, if I go into a Walmart for a couple hours, I come back out because of past incidents way back when. Now I do walkarounds on the coach. So what app do I use for geocaching? I actually use CGeo. It's the letter C. I think it's a semicolon geo. And that actually, to me, works better than the geocaching app, and gives you access to all the caches and is not limited by the dumb geocaching limitations set by geocaching.com. So look into that. Let me just double check the name of it here. CGeo, letter C, semicolon, Geo. Great app. Been using it for years, and I love it. So glad to see another geocacher out there. Check the tow bar and lights at every stop. I don't check the lights, but on my walk around, that is one of the reasons why I do my walk around after Walmart stops. And anytime, if I've gone into a casino or something like that, anytime that I've left the coach alone, I'm doing my walk around when I come back out, because I had just a real quick scary story. Going down through California, and this was probably the first year that I was traveling. Had been traveling for a number of miles, and pulled into a Walmart to go in and do some Walmart shopping. Still had about another hour of drive left to do to get to probably 1,000 Trails or something, wherever I was going that day. And but I needed to resupply on groceries, so I went in and did my grocery shopping, came back out, put all my groceries away, promptly jumped in the driver's seat and started on down the road. And just got onto the freeway, and I noticed that my truck that I'm towing behind me was almost over into the left-hand lane. It was holding on by one arm of the tow bar, and very carefully I managed to get the coach pulled over to the side of the highway, and went back there, and one of the pins was gone to the tow bar. And about that time, a state trooper pulled up. Now, I was thinking somebody tried to steal the truck, which that's another rule I've got for my vehicles. I have a dead key, but I think somebody was trying to steal the truck. The state trooper came up behind and got out to see if I needed any help. And I said no, but I said my tow bar was unpinned. I was just at Walmart. He said they had problems with gangs doing initiations with new members, and their game that they played was to unpin the tow bar partially, and then follow behind the vehicle with a video camera in hopes, I guess, of catching the accident on video camera. I don't know. When I heard that, it just sent a chill down my spine. I'll tell you what. And I do not have locking pins, just for simplicity, keeping it simple on my tow bar, because I thought about it. But there are times when I need to unhook the tow bar, and I really want that to be, done in a couple minutes, just for the speed of it. And so now, ever since then, anytime that I leave the vehicle, the coach, alone or parked in one place for a long period of time, before I move an inch, I'm going to take a walk around and just check and make sure all my can doors are locked, my tow bar is secure, doors and everything have not been broken into on the truck. I knock on wood, I have not had problems with that. But you have an experience like that, it'll create a new reality for you that nobody really wants. So thankfully, that's the only time that's ever happened. I hope never to see my tow vehicle in the left-hand lane next to me again. So, scary stuff. Scary stuff. Don't trust GPS. Yeah, I have to agree with that one. I do have an Atlas. I got over here on the East Coast here a few weeks ago, and Google Maps, I have definitely do not trust Google Maps anymore. I got into a parkway situation, and I don't remember what state it was in, but I came up on a bridge that it was 8'10", and suddenly life got a lot harder getting out of that area, and I have sworn off. So I am now using Hammer, and so far it's an app made for truckers, and it's free, and they do have a donation button on their app if you want to donate to them. And I will probably be doing that, because the rest of the time I have been using Hammer, and I've had no problems with GPS since then. So let me see if I can. Yeah, let's see if I can get the icon. It's that little black arrow right there in the middle of your screen, and I can't quite get it to show up, but that is Hammer, and I can recommend it. It's not as action-packed as Google Maps, but I'll tell you what, I've come to learn to be able to trust that one. So looking forward to getting out of the East Coast and away from 8'10" bridges. That I'll tell you what, that is no fun. That is absolutely no fun. Thanks for that. Well, guys, I think that we are just about to the top of the hour. If you guys had any questions, feel free to ask. But otherwise, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, because this shirt is sticking to me, and I can't take it off until I'm off. I'm off the camera. So hope that everybody is doing well out there and staying cool. Where I am going, and next time that you see me, if I'm not here, I may change my my reservation, because it does say that I'm just leaving next Sunday. But if not, I will be on the road and heading for Elkhart, Indiana, and I will be somewhere in between. So I'm going to give Miss Pearl. Thank you, Miss Pearl. I appreciate that right there. Good night to all. Safe travels to you all. You guys up there in Alaska, please have a fantastic trip. It sounds like tomorrow, and safe travels. We will see you guys next week. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. There we go. Ooh, it's hot. It was